Hi Sugar Squad, welcome back to the channel. If you just see me for the first time, my name is Cynthia Patrick. Welcome back to another car video. So today I want us to talk about 10 things I have learned as a young lady in my 20s. I've been reflecting a lot about the different life lessons I have learned so far throughout the decade of my life, and I just wanted to share them with you. So these are valuable life lessons that have shaped me into who I am today, and it's still shaping me into who I want to be in the future. So here they are. I'm just gonna go straight into this video. I don't even want to beat around the bush. So the first thing that I have learned is that you see, in this life, silence is better than unnecessary drama. Honestly, in most cases, it's just better for you to keep quiet than just engage. For instance, yesterday I was in the bank. I was waiting for my turn. Then this woman came to my line. Then the next thing, she was just looking at me from head to toe. And I didn't do anything. I don't know her from anywhere. I haven't met this woman I don't know her from Adam. Then this woman looked at me that, this crazy jeans you're wearing, is this what you're supposed to wear on a Tuesday? And I'm like, hello, you don't even know where I'm coming from. Why are you judging my dressing and all that? But I didn't say this to her because I know if I replied her, I would have gotten angry. Like, why are you coming here to judge me? She just said that to me. She was elderly, just like my mom, maybe older than my mom and all that. She was just looking at me. Maybe she was looking at me like, oh God, look at what she's wearing. Look at how she's dressing and all that. And she said that to me. She would have just kept that to herself, like it's her opinion. But she said that to me, and all I had to do was just look at her and just continued what I was doing, because I don't know you, so why should I engage with you? So sometimes silence is just better than unnecessary drama, because if I have replied her, she'll just roll on the ground and start crying. Oh, look at you, young lady. Look at you. You have no respect, no manners. You insult me. I'm your mother's age mate and all that. I'm like, okay, I will just keep quiet, because silence is better than unnecessary drama. In most cases too, most times in conversations, because sometimes people just bring, some people very good. Some people are just dramatic for no reason. A lot of people move around without any intention, no intent at all. Nothing. All they just live for is drama. Some people want to see how they can trigger your emotion just to get that feeling out of you. They don't even know you sometimes, or it might be your siblings, it might be even your parents. Sometimes my mom says something to me and I'm like, oh my God, like she just says things that just get on my nerves, and I don't want to engage with her and say, oh mom, I don't like what you're saying, I don't like the way you speak to me. I saw a video on TikTok trending on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it too. This lady talking to her Nigerian mom. She was trying to move out of the house or something because her mom doesn't believe in her religion. I think that's the storyline, something like that. So she was always in combat with her mom. When she says one, her mom will say two, she will say three, her mom will say three. They were just like exchanging words. And in my mind, I'm like, all these things are just so unnecessary. Except you have the time for it. There's some people that live for drama. There's some people that have the time for drama. If you have the time for it, fine. If that's what keeps you like for your energy. But we should invest this time into better things than just fighting and having fight. Except that fight or that cloud chasing or the drama is bringing you money, then fine. Then it's your source of income. I hear a lot of people have different funny ways of earning money nowadays. So, but for me, unnecessary drama, headache, I don't want. Biko. I am busy chasing the money. I am busy chasing my life. That's why in most cases I just prefer to keep quiet. Like snob. When I was in secondary school, I used to be a very, very hot snob. Like a very, very hot snob. But due to the fact that people were just complaining that, oh, you're rude. I wasn't a snob because I want to be a snob, but I want to be rude. I was a snob because sometimes people say things and I don't know what to say at that situation. So I would just snob. And people were complaining that, oh my God, you are so rude. You're so rude. You have no respect and manners and all that. Then I decided to be more friendly. But I am bringing that snobbish era back, because if someone close to me says something stupid, I am going to snub you. I am sorry. I am going to snub you because I don't want no drama. Everything, I don't know if you guys can see me right now because it's quite dark. I can see you though. everything that is happening now, the social media, the whole platform, everything is just being dramatic, and we are seeing a lot of people. There are people who are just attention seekers. They want attention. So the only way for them to get that attention is me. I'm the queen of drama. So I know how this works. That's why I've been able to look into those kind of people when I come across them, and I'll be like, okay, when someone is coming to me with drama, I already know. I can perceive you from from a very far mile. I already perceive. I'll be like, okay, I know you want drama, but I'm not gonna give you that drama except it's something I want to, because a lot of people want attention, and the way they can get that attention is through drama. Be it a man, be it your partner, be it somebody, your neighbor or whoever. Ignoring is a tactics that a lot of people need to learn. In most cases, silence can be better than unnecessary drama. Choosing to stay quiet does not make you a fool. It only makes you look more matured and more emotionally intelligent. And choosing to not engage can help you maintain peace and avoid all these escalated conflicts. So choose silence when it's important. Just stay to yourself and just ignore. Learn to ignore. Like I said before, ignoring is the tactics that you need to learn. And I am bringing back, in fact, I've brought it back because I've been applying it these days. Instead of just attacking somebody back when they attack me or anything like that, I'm just like, this person doesn't want my time. Like, you don't want it, baby. Okay, so and the next thing I have learned, I forgot that I could actually on this lights. The next thing I have learned so far is, if you find someone who is as smart as you are, don't compete with them. Learn from them or work with them. Competition is a weakness. Why should you want to be doing competition there are levels. There are time for competition, and there are time for you to calm down and look at the opportunity and say, okay, what if this is an opportunity being presented to me and I'm competing with my opportunity? I am competing with who God has sent to my life. Some people are a blessing in disguise. So that's one thing I've learned. Instead of just comparing and competing with people, just try to work with them and see what they have or what they can bring to the table. Learning from someone as smart as you are, or even as beautiful as you are, could allow you or give you an insight on what is making them that beautiful, what is making them intelligent. Like, you can gain something from their knowledge or what they have. They say, there's this pastor that I follow on Instagram and on YouTube, Pastor Joshua Selma. Like, I learn a lot of things from that man. There was this preaching he said about finding someone that how did he put it? So he said something like, God is always going to bring somebody into your life to help you. Human beings are the people who elevate human beings. Like, you cannot do everything alone. You have to learn how to associate with people. You have to learn how to work with people. No matter how we want to say that, okay, I can do everything myself, I am this, I am that, I am a feminist, I'm masculine, I can do everything myself. We all need somebody in our life to help us, to elevate us to that point that we want. So we cannot do everything alone. That is why we all need to coexist. And competition actually is a very, very big weakness. So I have a friend called Alexandra. Well, she's no longer my friend, because I cannot be doing friendship with such kind of people anymore. There are things that I have outgrown. There's some friendship that I have outgrown. So this girl, this is her character, and it's not like it's just me that is noticing it. Everybody has noticed it. I'm sorry, everybody's talking about it. So, and if everybody is saying or complaining about one bad character that you have, just know that you have the bad character. Just the way everyone, my mom is saying I'm stubborn, my husband is saying I'm stubborn, my friends are saying I'm stubborn, and I've tried to admit to that. Okay, Cynthia, yes, you're stubborn. You're stubborn. What can you do about it? Just try to put a conscious effort to not be too stubborn, according to them. So if everyone is complaining about one character that you have, that means you are the problem. So this, my friend, why am I saying my friend? My ex-friend. So she has this character, this attitude, this very disgusting attitude. I don't know if she's watching this video, but that character, competitive character, is very disgusting, because anyone that is very, very competitive can queue. That is my opinion, and that is what I feel. Anyone that is very competitive. The person can do anything because you feel so threatened, and that's how she feels. Whenever you start telling her something good about you, she's just uninterested, or she starts saying one thing about herself too, like trying to say, oh, my own is better. If you just tell her, okay, babe, look at this hair, I bought it from so and so, and it's so nice. She was like, oh, look at this hair, and it's nice, but my own is more better. Look at my own I bought is more. I'm like, can't you just appreciate my hair? We'll talk about yours later. Like, why do you have to talk about it when I'm talking about mine now? Why are you comparing? Why are you competing with hair? That is so funny, because she does these petty things in almost every situation. Like, for people to now know her with that character, which is so dangerous. I mean, so competition leads to comparison. The more you start competing with people, the more you start comparing yourself with others, like people who are better than you. You just notice yourself, you start comparing yourself with them, and the next thing, you start having these little things that would actually build inferiority complex in people, and you might not even know. You might be taking it for granted, or just, you know, they are very, very serious. All these little thing, comparison, competition, it's a very serious case. So I actually noticed that I used to do that with my siblings sometimes. If my mom buys a clothes for my sister, I'll be like, oh, your clothes is finer than my clothes, your clothes is this. Instead of appreciating my own, I just had to learn to let go of all those kind of petty characters. If not, I'm not going to appreciate what I have. I am not going to see value in what I have. I will keep on choking my eye in other people's things. So I just learned to be contented with whatever, stop competing. Yeah, some people believe that competition can be a way for them to be successful, or how do I put it? That's why I said in some cases, when it's in class now, okay, you guys are in a classroom, yes, that's situation brings about competition. You need to compete to be the best person in the class, but in a good way. So that is a different case. But competing in everything that has to do with life in general, things that are petty, or things that doesn't warrant competition is evil. In fact, it is evil. Most times you might think that you're hurting others, but you're actually hurting yourself, because you start losing your self-worth, you start losing your self-confidence, and you feel like, oh my god, you just be questioning everything about yourself. Am I worthy enough? Am I this? Look at this person, she's so beautiful, she has everything that someone is supposed to have and everything, and you just, oh my god, everyone is looking at me right now like, come on. That's one thing I have learned as a young lady in my 20s, to make sure to avoid being in any competitive situation or competing with people, especially people who are better than me. Instead, if they are better than me and I admire something that they have, I will just learn from them instead of trying to compete with them. So that's one thing I have learned, and I'm like, okay, let me share it with you guys. And the next thing I want to talk about is to embrace change, because during this our 20s, a lot is happening. We are getting married, business, career wise, a lot is happening. Things are going to, it's not going to be stagnant. Like, we're no longer kids. I mean, this is our 20s we're talking about, so a lot is going to be happening. Either we're changing location, so it's okay to just embrace change and accept it, and just see what the universe has in store for us, because our 20s are actually the best time for growth, new experiences, adventure, everything, opportunities, and all these things can actually lead to a very wonderful that's if you know how to plan your life well, because sometimes some people are still in their 30s and they don't even know where to go forth from there and all that. That's why I make it a big deal when it comes to planning. I started planning my life when I was in, I think, primary something. I was 13 years old. No, I was in JS2 already, and that was when I started planning my life, because I made it a conscious effort. I said to myself then, Cynthia, I don't want to write JAMB 2 times. If you're in Nigeria, you know what JAMB is. It's like an exam. If you're not in Nigeria watching me, it's like an exam you need to pass before you go into the university, college. So I said to myself, I don't want to write JAMB twice, I want to write it once. So everything that I wrote in my book has been happening to me. I'm not home, I would have shown you guys. Like, it's been happening to me till today. Like, everything I wrote there, maybe 1 year delay, or I wrote that I wanted a nice Jeep. I haven't gotten that Jeep yet. It was supposed to happen this year. I don't know why it hasn't happened. Maybe next year. So some of this delay is not as if it's not going to happen, but it will happen, because I wrote it down and I made a conscious effort to actually work towards it. So this is something about our 20s. Our 20s is actually a wonderful time. Our 20s can either make us or break us. I always say that in any of my 20s this video. If you haven't seen my 20s series, I actually have a 20s series on this channel, so go and check it out after you finish watching this video. The next thing that I have learned is that prioritizing self-care is really important. Like, no matter what condition, what situation that I find myself, I am always going to prioritize my self-care, be it mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Hi guys, so I just go home. Like, the time right now is about 12 or 1 o'clock. I think 1 o'clock. Like, I've had a very stressful day. I'm shooting this video on a Christmas Eve. Like, I just came back from my family house. I am so tired, but I'm like, I need to finish this video, okay? So that I can know that I'm done with it. I'm done and dusted, just to edit it. Anyways, let me stop blabbing. I'm really blabbing too much with the sleepy eyes. All right, so like I was saying, where was I at? We're talking about self-care or prioritizing self-care, right? So I'm gonna prioritize my self-care mentally, physically, and spiritually. By mentally, I mean detoxing things that are not necessary in my life. By physically, I mean taking my exercise serious, yoga, and trying to understand my body more with each exercise, if that makes sense. Then spiritually, I want to get closer to God. A lot of things that I learned that, sometimes we just look at all these things and we don't even take it serious, but I just need to start prioritizing it. In fact, I've always been that kind of a person who prioritizes beauty over everything. I always love to look beautiful. The other day I think I'm going to insert it here. I was having a conversation with my mom and she came to visit me. Then we're having a conversation. I'm like, Mom, after giving birth to my kids, I'm thinking of like hitting the gym to take out fats from my belly, if there's going to be any fats. Of course there's going to be fats and all that. I'm going to try to take it out. Then if the gym doesn't work, I'm going to try to do like, the fats extraction thing. I'm going to try. She was like, hey, Jehovah, look at what you want to do to your body. All this worldly material thing, earthly things. This is what you want to do to your body. Like, she was just complaining. I'm like, I just want to look beautiful. And she's like, but you're already married. What do you need all these things for? I'm like, what? So you think I'm doing this for a man? I want to look beautiful for myself. I want to feel beautiful. Yes, even if I'm married, I want to do it for my husband too. Like, so because I'm married, that doesn't mean that because I'm married, I should leave myself. Like, of course, because I'm married doesn't mean that I'm going to just relax and just stay in the house and lie down and say, oh, I am now in the house. Okay, I don't care about my body. I don't care about my beauty, anything. No, I'm not that kind of a person. I love to look beautiful for myself, not for anybody. Okay? I should be saying that to my mom. I feel like the moment we start prioritizing self-care, cheers guys. You want some? Merry Christmas, by the way. In case this video comes out, I don't know, maybe next year, just know that we shot this video today, Christmas Day. And Merry Christmas to you all. Okay? Alright, so for me, I feel like the moment we prioritize self-care or we start making it like an effort to prioritize self-care, that's when we start paying more attention to ourselves. We start getting to know ourselves better and paying attention to those detailed things that we don't even know exist. Every woman, every man should, this beauty thing, everybody should learn to look beautiful, spray nice perfume. Even when if I'm in a gathering and I'm around people who don't smell nice or who smell kind of cranky, like it's a disturbance. I feel like, oh my God, I wouldn't be comfortable. Nobody would be comfortable around you. So it's something that we all need to put conscious effort. Nobody want to be around someone whose self-care is not well prioritized, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm tired. But that's how I feel about this topic, honestly. Another thing I have learned so far as a young lady in my 20s is to take risk, not to be afraid to take those risks. I'm not talking about there's some risks that people take and I'm just like, how can you do that? What did you just do? I mean calculated risk. Not all risks can be calculated, but at least you're calculating it a little bit. It's okay to step out of your comfort zone and go to that meeting alone. It's okay for you to just walk around and do things like that you've never done before. It's okay. Don't be scared to do that. Before, I used to be very scared to go out alone. Like, when, let's take for instance, when I want to go and take content outside, I was so scared to go out alone. Not like I'm scared or anything, but I'm just shy. I always needed a friend to be my backbone, you know, and all those things. But right now, these are things I have learned. Like, it took me a lot of courage to actually get to this point. I can take this tripod that I'm filming with right now, go outside in the middle of the road and film myself. Like, I am no longer that shy Cynthia that'll be like, oh my god, people are looking at me, people are looking at me. Oh, nobody cares. That's always the thing. We used to think that people care about what we are doing too much. Do you understand? We care so much about what people think when people's attention span is just like very, very tiny. They will just look at you that moment and see what you're doing, and they'll be like, oh, okay. They might have their opinion at that time, and that's it. They've forgotten about you. They have moved on to the next thing before they get to the junction, and that thing has taken their attention, and they're focused on it for that minute, and they move on. That's just it. That's why even on the media, on the news, you hear things like, let's say, I don't know what news have you ever heard about, a very captivating news that has been so like rigid that you think that, okay, let's take for instance, someone's sex tape just got released out to the public, and you'll be thinking like, your mindset will be like, oh my god, no one is gonna forget that, everyone is gonna remember this, everyone is gonna keep talking about this. Highest, I give it 2 weeks, highest 1 month, it will die down. Nobody will even remember. They might just remember it, but it won't be like the point of focus and all that. So don't be scared to just step out and take risks and do your thing. You never know what might come out of it. Calculated risks, actually, not like unnecessary risks, because it can be risky to take unnecessary risk. Our 20s are just the perfect time to take that risk and step out of our comfort zone. Whether it's pursuing a career or traveling solo, you know, all these solo trips are something I've actually been admiring so much. And one day I would honestly love to go on a solo trip, like me alone and my camera, my tripod and my lights. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. So these are the things that it's okay to just step out of your comfort zone, guys. That man, that Mr. Handsome, that man you're looking for, that lady you're looking for, is not gonna come up, like, it's not going to appear inside your room. You need to step out to find them. It could be at a cocktail party, it could be at a dinner, it could be at a business meeting, it could be even when you're stepping out of your door, it could be anywhere. Step out of your comfort zone, because that's what our 20s are for. Take that risk, okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is learning from failure. Honestly, this has been a major source of my growth, because that's Cynthia Patrick for you. One thing about me is that I learn a lot. I love to learn. I always say it on my channel. If me and you were having a discussion right now and you talk about something new, I just keep quiet. Because I want to listen, I want to learn. They say no information is too much, no knowledge is too much. So I want to know what you're talking about. So I tend to learn a lot from people's failure. Or my mom, when she's gisting me about something like, oh, this is the mistake I made, all these mistakes are the things I made in my past life and all that. I listen, she's just saying it as a story, but me, I'm listening attentively. Because I also don't want to make the same mistake again. They say if you make a mistake once, it's fine. No one is like above mistake. But if you make it twice, I can even say, okay, maybe you are still, you know. But if you make that mistake 3 times, my dear, my darling, that means you're not paying attention. You're not just listening. You just want to keep on making that mistake. Most times I learn a lot from people. I learn a lot from my friends, the ones who are married before me, the ones who are yet to be married, the ones who are just single. Anybody, I learn a lot from people. And whenever they make a mistake, I don't want to repeat that mistake. That's the essence of learning. I don't know if you get me. So that's why I said that people in your life, people are necessary in your life, because this life is so deep and we need to learn every day. We need to learn from other people's mistake. We need to prioritize learning. For me, I personally think that failure is inevitable, but it's how we handle it that matters the most. I've just learned to embrace failure as a learning opportunity and to use it to form my future for success. Another one is stop blaming your parents for everything. Yes, don't blame your parents for that anger issue that you have. Stop blaming them for the things that have happened to your life. Oh, the reason why I'm poor today is because of my mom and my dad. They are not rich like they're not as rich as Dangote. They're not as rich as Susan. So that is why my condition is like this today. Honestly, the condition is gonna remain permanent because you need to stop blaming people and just take responsibilities. No one taught these people how to be parents. Everyone is just doing what they can to survive and to coexist. No one taught them. So stop blaming everybody or anybody and take actions and be responsible for your own self. Next thing I want to talk about is boundaries. Boundaries are so important. I learned this the hard way until I decided that, oh my God, Cynthia, you can no longer take this bullshit. You can no longer take it. You need to start setting boundaries and letting everyone know that, okay, this is the line, or this is the line you can cross, and this is the line that you cannot cross. And when they cross that line, you need to give them, like, show them the consequences that comes with crossing that line. Because if you just keep on smiling with everybody and opening your people are going to step on you, and people are not going to know their boundaries in your life. Just like someone coming to your house unexpected and just banging on the door, boo, 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 someone who's not even close to you and all that. To me, that's enough to say, no, you've passed the boundary. Honestly, because setting boundaries is very essential for maintaining a very healthy relationship when it comes to friendship with your partner and everything. Once they know the line that they can cross and the line they cannot cross, that means they know you better and everything will just be going smoothly, because everyone now knows that, okay, this is the line I can cross and this is the line I cannot cross, and if I cross this line, this person is going to be unhappy with me. Do you understand? So it's very, very important, especially if you want to maintain a healthy relationship with people. Let them know your boundaries and let them know what you like and let them know what you don't like. I used to be so shy to do this. Like, I'll be like, okay, in fact, I used to be a people pleaser. Let me just use that word. But you cannot please, no matter how you try, no matter how you try to please everyone, they will still find one thing that you're not doing right. And they'll tell you, this one, you're not doing it right, or you're not doing this one right. So I'm not going to displease myself for anyone anymore. But I can't, in some, let me not be like so forward like that. In some cases, I do displease myself to please some people. That's if the person is worth it. Like, if you're worth it, yes, I can displease myself, of course. Learning to say no and not be sad about it is a valuable lesson we all need to learn in our 20s. And if you've learned how to do this already, kudos to you, because that was literally one of the hardest things for me. Like, in my 20s, I don't know how to say no to people. I would literally go ahead with what people are saying or what people are doing, and it's affected me. I learned the hard way until I decided that no is no, yes is yes. So the last thing I want to talk about is to practice gratitude. Pursue your passion and don't tell anybody your plan. I know 3 things in one. Yes, just take it that way. 3 things in one. You need to pursue your passion. Like, pursue that passion that you have. Don't tell anybody about that passion that you have, because people might kill. Like, some people, if you tell them about your plans, or, oh, I love, this is my passion and this is my passion, they'll be like, that passion is not really passion, you know. They'll be like, what, I don't really like it and all that. And you might start deviating towards them or start seeing reasons, especially when they come up with some concrete reasons on why your passion is not passionable. So, my darling, keep it to yourself. Do whatever you want to do, and you can seek advice from people you know that this person has something valuable to add to my dreams and all that. What was the 3rd thing I mentioned? I don't know, guys. So that's it. I'm just tired. Let me go to bed. I'll see you all on my next video. I love you guys so much, and thank you to my 500 subscribers. Right now, we're actually at 700 subscribers. Like, yay! Good night, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, okay? Or just give me a thumbs up. It will help my video a lot. I will see you on my next video. Bye. Good night. Cheers.